All right, and now we got the nightcap, the Sugar Bowl, between the Texas Longhorns and the Washington Huskies. And remind you, this is a rematch from last year's bowl season. The Valero Alamo Bowl took place between the Longhorns and the Huskies. Washington was victorious in that one, but it was a very good game, and I expect nothing less. I think this one will be 3 times the game that the Alamo Bowl was. It's going to be, I have a gut feeling it's going to be one of the most electrifying college football playoff games we've seen yet in its era. Like this may be like Georgia, Oklahoma. These teams are perfect. They're the perfect matchup. The previous game, the Rose Bowl, it's going to be a little bit more physical. This one is going to be high flying. Just the way that these teams match up. Both offenses, so explosive. And I'm an offense guy. I get pushed back for that, but I'm an offense guy. If I see 550 yards in a game, I love it. I'm glued to the television screen. I love a good, 56-45 game. That's a Brian Gregoire game. That's what I think this one is going to be. Washington averages 469 yards of offense per game. Texas averages 476 yards of offense per game. It's going to be an absolute shootout. Now, Texas, they have a lopsided defense. Their defensive front is nasty, suffocating, among the best. But their secondary, it's been porous at times. It's ultimately been the team's most glaring weak point. And of all teams out there, what team do you think is most poised to capitalize on that weak point? The Washington Huskies. Rome Odunze, Jalen McMillan, Michael Penix Jr. Those are not the guys you want to see go against that secondary because they are going to light them up. But Texas is going to do the same. I like Washington's defense at a lot of points this season. But I like Texas's offense at a lot of points this season. I think it's arguably the most complete offense in college football. Because they can attack you in so many ways. The passing game, we've got absolute stars out there. A.D. Mitchell, Xavier Worthy. It's absolutely high flying. And I think Washington is going to have a tough time containing that, which is why you're going to see that back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And this is one of those games, too, where you just want to sit back and think about the players, the names, the guys that are going to be drafted that are playing in this game. It's going to be scouts galore in the Big Easy on New Year's Day, let me tell you. You've got guys I just mentioned, Xavier Worthy, A.D. Mitchell. You got Rome Odunze. You got Braylon Trice, Michael Penix Jr. As we look at it, scouts will be looking at Quinn Ewers. He's coming back next year, but they're going to be looking at him because he will at one point be an NFL quarterback. So it's the star. It's maybe one of the most star-studded games you'll see this year. In that quarterback matchup, you've got 2 quarterbacks in Penix Jr. and Ewers that are confident in fitting balls in the tight windows. They don't care. They're confident in their arms. They're confident in their accuracy. They know they can fit into those tight windows, and guess what? They do it. They don't care what the coverage is. They're going to fit it right in, and I love that. You've got high-octane offenses. You've got confident quarterbacks. It's going to be very, very entertaining. Now, going back and forth on this one a lot. I'm not going to lie, I've gone back and forth on it. Because Washington is a team that a lot of times this season they made me feel stupid. I picked against them both times they played Oregon. And or I should say the Ducks, because I get scrutinized if I say the way Oregon. So both times they played the Ducks, Washington won. They were clearly the better team. And I felt stupid after both those videos I picked because I was wrong both times. And I feel like people in general, and me at times, doubt the Huskies. There's always a yeah, but. Yeah, but. Yeah, but what? They have a great strength of schedule. They've earned all of their wins. Yes, some of them like the Arizona game, the Stanford game, they're a little dicey, but guess what? They still won. They're still 13-0. They're still Pac-12 champs. They beat Oregon twice. They beat the Ducks twice. They went to Corvallis and got a win. That's one of the hardest places in the former Pac-12 to play is Corvallis, Oregon. Rainy Oregon night. They went in and they out-physical a physical Beavers team, Oregon State. It's impressive. What more do you want out of this team? We keep asking, yeah, but. Yeah, but what? Washington's a great team. And for that reason, I struggle to pick against them. Because I want to go with them because I don't want to be wrong again. I don't want to look dumb again. So I don't want to pick against the Huskies. But I've been saying a lot this season that Texas looks like the #1 team in the country. They look like the best team in the country. They look like they're poised to win a national championship. And with the exception of that secondary, they are. They've got arguably the most complete roster in college football. So since I've said that about Texas, and since I have that level of belief, it feels like it's their year. I'm going to go with Texas 48-45. It's going to be an absolute shootout, but you've got long travel from Seattle down to New Orleans. That's an interesting flight, Seattle to New Orleans. I never thought of that one. That's going to be a hell of a flight, very long. Austin's a lot closer. I think Texas will be more in their element too, but the way the matchup is, Washington's going to expose that secondary, and it's going to be a phenomenal game. Get your Orville Redenbachers in the microwave and pop it. It's going to be a thriller. 48-45 Longhorns. That's what I'm going, and I'm anticipating that Alabama-Texas national championship. Have a great day. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you and the time that you took out of your day to watch the video. And if you enjoyed it, please be sure to like the video and share it, as well as subscribe to The Era. The more likes and subscribers I get on this channel, the more resources I can attain, and the more resources I can attain, the more value I can provide to you, the viewer. And that is how I show my appreciation for you for the time that you devote to watching my videos. So thank you so much, and have a great day.